Welcome to Daily Devotions for Holy Week, led by staff members of St. Mark's Lutheran Church by the Narrows. I'm Jan Root, and I serve as a pastor here in this congregation. And in keeping with our congregation's theme for this church year, which is our song from age to age, each of us devotion leaders will share a meditation on a song that has special meaning for us. We hope it awakens you to the presence of God in your life this day, and to the love of God that is poured out for you and for all people in Jesus Christ. The song I have chosen is, "O Sacred Head Now Wounded." You may dwell in the words and the melody as you hear it, and then I'll share some reflections with you on how the song has touched my life.
O sacred head now wounded, with grief and shame weighed down, now scornfully surrounded, with thorns thy only crown. O sacred head, what glory, what bliss till now was thine, yet though despised and gory, I joy to call thee mine. What language shall I borrow to thank thee, dearest friend, for this thy dying sorrow, thy pity without end? Oh, make me thine forever, and should I fainting be, Lord, let me never, never outlive my love to thee.
When I ask people to tell me about a song or hymn that is special to them, they often talk about how they are deeply moved by the words to the song. Another important thing that gets mentioned, of course, is the melody, the beautiful harmonies that can be created with voices and instruments. Lastly, I hear people talk about the memories that they associate with a song, perhaps from weddings or funerals or family events or special occasions in their life. Not surprisingly, people's answer to my question often involve all three of these things, which is the case for me, actually, when I talk about my connection to the song we just heard, "O Sacred Head Now Wounded." For me, it begins with the memories that I associate with this song from my early childhood. I'm sure it was sung in church, but I especially remember it being sung in our home by members of my family, standing around the grand piano in our living room. Wherever we lived, we always had a piano, and we always sang together as a family. I am the youngest of 6 siblings, so I could sing the melody to many of those songs as a young boy. But it was my older siblings and parents who could make the beautiful harmonies with their voices and instruments. And that is the point where this particular song begins to stand out for me. The hymn writer created such beautiful 4-part harmony, and with my parents, my 4 sisters, and my brother, there were voices for every part. To this day, the harmony of those four parts of this song reaches a place deep within my soul. And now I love being able to add my voice to the bass part, as my brother did so well. In truth, outside of that first line of the song, which gives it its name, I don't remember having any special connection to the other words. And that remained true until very recently. But then I started to think about how I might express my profound gratitude for all the abundant gifts I have received through my 40 years of pastoral ministry. And I knew that I didn't have the words to adequately do that. And that drew my attention to a beautiful phrase in this song, which was written by Bernard of Clairvaux almost 1,000 years ago. Overwhelmed by the love of God poured out for him in Jesus, Bernard wrote, "What language shall I borrow to thank you, dearest friend?" He says so eloquently what I am feeling at this stage of my journey. I don't have words to adequately thank all the loving, supportive, creative, faithful people who have blessed my life beyond measure. I don't have words to describe the profound influence they have had on me and the gracious ways they have accepted me and inspired me to become my true self as a child of God. Those of you who are following this devotion are part of that great cloud of witnesses that has surrounded me and blessed me with all of these gifts. So I say to you, what language shall I borrow to thank you, dearest friends? It's the same thing I say in my prayers of thanksgiving to God, knowing that God is the source of every good gift within all of us. In the end, my heart also goes with Bernard of Clairvaux as he ends the third verse with words that speak to me. Knowing that there is still more to come in his journey that is marked every day by the love of God in Jesus Christ, Bernard says, "Lord, let me never, never outlive my love to thee." As you take this song with you into your day and into the rest of Holy Week, I invite you to reflect with thanksgiving on all of the loving, supportive, creative, faithful people who have blessed your life beyond measure, and to give thanks for the profound influence they have had on you, along with the gracious ways they have accepted you and inspired you to become your true self as a child of God. And may all of us together never, never outlive our love for the one who stood with us against the powers of the world that seek to separate us from the source of this divine love. The one whose sacred head was wounded, whose side was pierced, and whose love was poured out in forgiveness and grace for all humankind. I invite you now into a time of silent prayer and reflection. My favorite blessing that I would share with you this day is one that comes from Celtic Christians who say, "Deep peace of the running wave to you, deep peace of the flowing air to you, deep peace of the shining stars to you, moon and stars shed their healing light on you, deep peace of the quiet earth to you, deep peace to you. Amen."